Hi, beloved, and thanks for checking in. I trust that this week of Christmas, as we anticipate the Christmas holiday celebrations this weekend, I trust that you are doing well in God's grace. Been thinking about a passage in Luke chapter 11 that talks about something going on with Jesus and with Mary and Martha. Actually, it's at the end of chapter 10, just before chapter 11. But listen to this narrative and see if it even resonates perhaps with you in your life this week. So, Luke chapter 10, beginning in verse 38. Now, as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went up to him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me. But the Lord answered and said to her, Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her. And of course, the good portion that Mary had chosen was to sit at the feet of Jesus. That doesn't mean she was being lazy, doesn't mean she was neglecting other responsibilities, but in the moment when Christ was present, she took the opportunity, she made the choice to sit at his feet. Now, I know we can all relate to and understand busyness and anxiety and worry over cares and being troubled about many things that can distract us. That is always true in our lives, I know. But certainly it seems around the Christmas holiday, it just seems to intensify because there's so many different things going on. I want to encourage you as we move through this season of time that you would be taking time to, as it were, sit at the feet of Jesus, to not neglect your soul's disposition in seeking the Lord and seeking to worship Him, seeking to gaze upon Him and His beauty as revealed in His Word, seeking to listen to Him from His Word and to trust and to follow. And even in whatever things may be encompassing your life, whether it's busyness, whether it is various temptations that seem to come on in a stronger way, whether it is loneliness, whether it is discouragement, or whatever the case may be, friend, that you would be taking time to look to Jesus. And maybe just to offer a few very practical suggestions to encourage you in that day by day, not neglecting taking some time each morning, maybe taking some time each evening, even if it's just 10, 15, 20 minutes to be quiet before the Lord, be in His Word, be in prayer, be meditating on, thinking about the things that you're reading in His Word. Maybe even this time of the year as we celebrate the incarnation of Christ, going back to those first couple of chapters of Matthew, the first couple chapters of Luke, or even John chapter 1 that speaks of the glory of Christ taking on human flesh. To spend some time in those passages and meditate on those. But again, maybe take some time each morning, each evening, or both of those, or one of those, but just to gaze upon Jesus in His Word. Certainly, when we gather for corporate worship, that's a huge aspect of us corporately gazing upon Jesus and looking to Him and sharing in the things that He has for us in corporate worship. Also, taking time to listen to and to be ministered to and to rejoice in various Christian songs, Christ exalting songs and hymns and spiritual songs that are available to us. And just encourage you to not neglect those, but to take concentrated time to listen and to sing to the Lord in those ways. Certainly, fellowship and interaction with other Christians, taking the initiative to give a phone call or to send a text or to even pay a visit to another brother or sister in Christ as a means of being mutually encouraged in the things of Christ and seeking out those opportunities. Of course, there's all kinds of excellent books that you could be reading, and even in the busyness of this season, not neglecting time to take time to read and to have your soul nourished and encouraged by others who have walked with Christ and can encourage us in those ways. I'd encourage also even just taking long walks, taking a walk outside and enjoying the beauty of creation, even in the coolness of time. And right now, of course, we're having a lot of rain, but to nonetheless, just to enjoy the beauty of God's creation is a great way to be reminded of God's glory and His greatness and all that He's given in Christ. So, just want to encourage you in these ways, even amid the inevitable busyness of this time of the year, to take time to be sitting at the feet of Jesus, to know Him, to gaze upon Him, to learn from Him, and to enjoy Him and to serve Him from that fullness of joy in knowing Him. So I want to encourage you in those ways. Just a reminder that we'll be having our Christmas Eve service this coming Friday night, and Lord willing, we'll be meeting outside. Of course, we're keeping an eye on the weather, and if it is prohibitive to meeting outside, we'll just meet inside, and we'll probably make a decision about that on Thursday evening as we see how things unfold. But one way or the other, if we do meet outside, of course, even if it's not raining, it will be cold. So we encourage you to bundle up, to bring a chair to sit in, to maybe bring your own hot beverage and all. As we encourage that, we'll have some fire pits out, and we'll enjoy a time from 6:30 to 7:15. We'll try to keep it fairly focused in that time frame, but just to celebrate, to remember again the wonder and the grace of God in giving Jesus through the incarnation. So that'll be Friday evening, and we encourage you to be a part of that. And then this coming Lord's Day on the 26th, we won't have equipping hour at 9 a.m., so there will be no equipping hour, just our worship service at 10:30. And then also there won't be any community groups or evening gatherings Sunday evening. It'll just be sort of an open time. So we will look forward to our worship gathering at 10:30 on Sunday. So please be aware of those things. Well, richest blessings to you. You are in my prayers and the prayers of the other pastor elders and deacons. We're grateful for the blessing and privilege of ministering among you, all for Christ's glory. So, richest blessings to you in Him. And we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.